Here we are then, Virginia, buy it or bin it review. You've got myself apps here from the Dimp Digital team, and I'm going to take you through my personal review and give Virginia its official grading. Let's kick things off with my cards on the table. I am a fan of storytelling in games, so Virginia, walking simulator, whatever you want to call it, sort of plays into my taste. I'm a big fan of, interactive storytelling. So out of the gates, this is part of my wheelhouse, something that I've enjoyed over the past sort of 3 to 4 years as they've become more prominent. And I played this on the PlayStation 4. Nothing else really more to disclose to you guys. But Virginia is a first-person mystery adventure, I guess, developed by Variable State and published by 505 Games. You take control of graduate FBI special agent Anne Tarver as she investigates her first case, which is the disappearance of a missing boy in rural Virginia. Very difficult to review these games because they hinge so heavily on their narrative, but I'll do what I can without spoiling it. What I can say is that Virginia has a unique way of telling its story. It doesn't feature any dialogue, and it's all told through the visuals. So it's something that we don't often see, and I don't think I've seen for a long, long time, if at all. And unfortunately, it is a little bit hit and miss. More hit than miss, but because the art design is quite simplistic, it's very nice, I like it. It doesn't quite always give the range of emotion that a character sometimes needs when there's no audio to back it up. And I actually missed one of the key plot points in the game because I didn't read a sheet of paper quick enough, essentially. The game kind of forces you through the game at its own pace. Like you'll be walking down a corridor and it might just cut you forward. And there's always that little bit of tension that you think, well, I don't want to progress the story yet, but if I walk too far, it will do it. And that is a little bit of a stinker, especially when I missed that plot point. That hurt me a little bit. And obviously I was trying to play catch up, and later on I figured out what was going on. And I was like, it really would have helped me try and figure out this complex, story if I knew that was happening. But I like what they've attempted. It isn't flawless, but you won't find it much else out there offering this type of storytelling. The soundtrack is quality, so that adds to the positives that Virginia is offering. The complaint that is thrown at these games is that there isn't enough interactivity, and Virginia doesn't do anything to dispel that stance. You do very little in the game. You're walking from room to room. You might pick up the odd object and read it or put it somewhere, but as I said, the game blows you through the game without you doing a lot. Like I said, just walking down a corridor, it'll just bang, hard cut, and you've forwarded a day or whatever, and you're in the next stage. But despite these shortcomings, this is still an experience that I don't regret going through. I mean, from at a base level, it's priced correctly. That definitely helps it, because it's certainly not the longest game, but it's not asking for nearly 18 quid like some games do. It's paced well, it's edited well, and I do applaud the storytelling efforts. Flawed, but still an interesting game for those that are into this genre. Virginia has earned itself a Dimp Digital buy it seal of approval, and my official grading is bronze. Thanks for your time, and ta-da.